All right, guys. Is it time to panic? Is it time to sound the alarm? I'll be honest. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little scared about this. Everyone should be keeping their head on a swivel. If you were going to send a transaction today, verify every single number, letter, etc. The wallet address. Make sure wherever you're sending it to, that's the actual wallet. You have to confirm your transactions. There's some hardware wallets where you're not really confirming your own transactions. If you don't know if your hardware wallet, confirms it for you, etc., don't make a transaction today. This is potentially like one of the scariest things I've seen in crypto. I'm not trying to be hype, scare anybody, but this is like pretty scary, guys. So this is Charles Guillemet. Oh man, so bad at pronunciation of last names. Gullier, maybe? That's my take on it. This is the CEO of Ledger, guys. Ledger's probably one of the best well-known hardware wallets. Ledger, Trezor, maybe. This is scary, guys. So what's going on? Let's break it down. There is a large-scale supply chain attack in progress. The NPM account of a reputable developer has been compromised. The affected packages have already been downloaded over 1 billion times, meaning the entire JavaScript ecosystem may be at risk. The malicious payload works by silently swapping crypto addresses on the fly to steal funds. So you go to make a transaction, you go to send crypto from this wallet to this wallet, but this hack in the middle takes over, and instead of you sending your money to this wallet, it takes it and sends it to their wallet. That's scary. If you use a hardware wallet, pay attention to every transaction before signing, and you're safe. If you don't use a hardware wallet, refrain from making any on-chain transactions for now. It's still unclear whether the attacker is also stealing seeds from software wallets directly at this stage. Well, if you don't have a seed phrase on a hardware wallet, that helps. You can do that on Tangem. Tangem's a good wallet. I think you kind of are blindly signing your transactions on Tangem, though, however. Scary. So at this point, where's a safe place to keep your money? In crypto. Everyone says hardware wallets are the best. Absolutely. If you're a Bitcoin user and you have a Trezor, probably good. I mean, you're good, right? Knock on wood. However, if you use a blockchain, man, I'm sorry. I always talk about Cardano, guys. If you use ADA, for example, all your funds would be stored on that blockchain. So moving funds around, if you wanted to utilize a blockchain, send your ADA from somewhere else in the protocol to somewhere else in the protocol, you're fine because it's not leaving the protocol. But if it's just different, guys, this is just scary. Let's just continue to look at this stuff. This is the tweet himself from Charles, CTO at Ledger, busy securing the blockchain revolution. Yes, and you're busy telling us that it's not so secure right now. Cryptography, security, tech, blockchain. This guy was under scrutiny in the past because a couple of years back, it came out that Ledger was working with the government and providing the seed phrases of its customers, just in case or whatever. When I heard that news, I switched. I'll be honest, I haven't had a Ledger in a couple of years because of that information. So, bro put this link at the end of his tweet, said, excellent report here. Well, why don't we dig into that report? Bruh, when did this take place? Okay, Substack. Anatomy of a 1 billion download NPM supply chain attack. Zoom in a little bit. A major supply chain attack has occurred. This is today, guys. Breaking news. Everybody on X is talking about this. This is completely taken over X. I don't see anything else right now on my timeline. So, update. The author has been notified and is actively working with the NPM security team to resolve the issue. The malicious code has already been removed from most of the affected packages, and the situation is being remediated. However, it is crucial to audit your projects, as compromised versions may still be present in your dependencies or log files. Summary: what happened? A supply chain attack compromised the NPM account of developer QIX, leading to malicious versions of dozens of high-impact packages being published. What was the impact? The combined weekly downloads of the affected packages exceed 1 billion, posing a significant threat to the JavaScript ecosystem. What does the malware do? The payload is a crypto clipper that steals funds by swapping wallet addresses in network requests and directly hijacking crypto transactions. How to protect yourself? Immediately. All right. So if you are going to make any transactions today, guys, immediately audit your project's dependencies. Pin all affected packages to their last known safe versions using the overrides features in package.json. Yeah. Wow. This is heavily obfuscated code designed to be unreadable, but buried within the mess was a function name that raised immediate red flags. Check Ethereum W. The attacker had injected malware designed to detect and steal cryptocurrency. The fetch call that broke our build was the malware attempting to exfiltrate data. Our build failed simply because our Node.js environment was old enough not to have a global fetch function. In a more modern environment, the attack could have gone completely unnoticed. Sick. That's great. We love to hear that. Jesus. Guys. I don't know what's going on, guys. This wasn't an isolated incident. The attacker gained control of the QIX NPM account and published malicious patch versions for some of the most fundamental utilities in JavaScript. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. If you are like not a technical person and you're trying to dip your toe, like this is such like, let me pull up Coinbase. What are the markets doing? We were so green when the day started. We're still green. Let's give it another 2 hours or so. Let's see what happens. The markets are still green, but I'd imagine this is going to deter a lot of people from buying, selling, making transactions. You know, the average person who sees a headline like this, who doesn't really know the technical stuff about wallets or whatever, they're not going to be discouraged from making a transaction because they don't use this stuff. They're just looking to like, ooh, I might buy some ETH. So the average person who's just looking to dip their toe in crypto, this is going to deter them from buying and scare them. So I'm suspecting this to not be green in a couple hours. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, guys. This is really, really scary. I'm not trying to be, you know, a Debbie Downer or anything. But if this is where we're at in the markets, is this a good look, guys? I don't want to have to use protection when just sending crypto from one wallet to another. This is a good metaphor, right? Very funny. We love memes. But at the end of the day, this is not a laughing matter. Okay, I'm very serious right now, guys. Just kidding. I'm a serious person like 10% of the time. Well, but I want to ensure everyone's safety, guys. What we do here at the Coin Zone, we talk about breaking news. We want you guys to be safe. We post educational content. So this falls under the stay safe category. If you guys are watching right now, all 45 of you on X and YouTube, appreciate you guys for tapping in. Stay cautious. If you are a user and you use blockchains, you're not just, buying and holding, then be careful today. All right. Maybe not make a transaction for today until this is resolved, until Charles comes out, makes a statement, and says, "Hey guys, we're all good to go. Sorry about that." So there's no update from him, or there is. Let's see this. If you use a ledger or hardware wallet with clear signing, you are not at risk. My tweet above is warning people who do not use a hardware wallet with clear signing of the risk. Always review every transaction before you sign. So, why don't we do this? Why don't we go to Grok? What crypto hardware wallets are clear signing wallets? Hopefully it understands what I mean by that. Clear signing in crypto hardware refers to the ability to display transaction details in a human readable format on the device screen. Yes, that's true. Allowing users to verify exactly what they're approving before signing. This contrasts with blind signing, where users approve transactions without seeing full details, increasing the risk of scams or authorized actions, like we're seeing now. So, hardware wallets with clear signing support. Ledger, sick. Great job. Ledger, you guys are doing great. Ellipal Titan 2.0. It's a decent one. I've seen a lot about Ellipal. I've heard a lot about Ellipal. I think you can stake Cardano in the Ellipal Titan. But they also have this second hardware piece that goes along. So they have a card, right? You have a card, just how I have mine with Tangem, right? This is my Tangem cold storage wallet card, guys. Okay. Ellipal Titan has their own. What you do is basically you use this little device that signs your transactions for. I think you like swipe the card in it, plug it in it, or something like that. The Ellipal Titan 2.0 is an air-gapped hardware wallet that emphasizes clear signing to mitigate the risks of blind signing. It displays transaction details such as recipient, addresses, amounts, and smart contracts information. Key features, provides a large touchscreen for clear transaction verification. Yeah, has that secure element chip in the card. Notes on other wallets. Trezor, While Trezor wallets are highly secure and feature screens for transaction verification, there's no explicit mention in the provided sources that support clear signing. So maybe not Trezor. Other wallets. Tangem, there we go. And Bitbox, never heard of that one before. The sources do not confirm clear signing support for other hardware wallets like Tangem or Bitbox. These wallets may support basic transaction verification, but they lack specific references to clear signing capabilities for complex smart contracts or DeFi/NFT transactions. Damn. Key considerations. Clear signing importance. Clear signing is critical for protecting against scams, especially in DeFi and NFT transactions. Yeah. Industry adoption. Ledger is pushing for clear signing to become an industry standard, but not all wallets or dApps support it yet. Users relying on third-party wallets, MetaMask example, with hardware wallets may not always get clear signing unless explicitly supported. Yeah. So, for you guys to say the safest out there right now, for clear signing, for Ledger devices, and the Ellipal Titan 2.0 are the most explicitly supported options based on current information. Sick. If you don't know what the Ellipal Titan, it's a pretty cool card. It's a pretty cool option that Ellipal has. I actually got very close to buying one of these. Tangem was just a lot cheaper, I'm gonna be honest. But, so, you can use your phone, do it, stop, no. Ellipal also has the card that I was talking about. This is the card, and then this is that little device I was talking about that confirms the transactions. You can get customized cool cards. Wow, so cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. They have cool products. They do. So the Ellipal Titan. This is the one that Grok mentioned specifically. This is a good, I've never used it. I can't tell you from experience, but from what I've seen, and especially just reading this just now, the Ellipal Titan seems to be a good wallet. Support. So coins. I'm pretty sure you can stake ADA on here. Yup. Look at that. So, guys, wow, Cardano is probably a great wallet for the LPAL. Look at this. So you can store your crypto on the LPAL Titan with Cardano. You can buy in there, you can swap, and you can stake it. See, staking outside of, staking on a hardware wallet seems kind of wild. But I would be very interested in that. You can also stake with Polkadot, Cosmos, Kusama, and Tezos on LPAL. So if you hold any of these cryptocurrencies, you would be able to send right now with peace of mind. Only this in Ledger, basically, according to Grok. I'm sure there might be other ones out there. I don't know. But this is very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. If you're interested in a hardware wallet where you can earn yield off of it, and you're an ADA holder or a Polkadot holder or a Cosmos holder, the LPAL Titan might be pretty good for you. It's pretty cool. They support 40 blockchains, 10,000 plus tokens. They say Near and OP, so what is that, Optimism, are coming soon. Very interesting, guys. Here's the ERC20 tokens. Just kidding. All right, all tokens. Okay, so no ERC20 tokens are for staking. Very, very interesting, guys. I mean, and then obviously, if you guys don't know Ledger has some pretty cool products as well. They really do. However, I used to have a Ledger Nano X. I got rid of it, and I use Tangem because of that seed phrase situation. But their new products, the Ledger Flex and the Ledger Stacks, both a little expensive, right? $249 compared to what we just saw. What was it, 160 something with LPAL Titan? I mean, my Tangem, guys, was like $50. So, and I love it. Super easy. Very, very easy to use. The app is very good, very simple. But I mean, these are great options too, especially if it's going to offer you peace of mind with your transactions. Now they got these cool colors. How about that? That's pretty cool. Wow. But you can do very similar things on a product like this as well. Industry leading security, elevated user experience. I mean, a lot of people know Ledger. Ledger's cool. They've done some cool stuff, guys. What's this color look like? Very nice. It's pretty cool. What you see, what you sign. Easily review and sign transactions from a comfortable 2.84-inch screen for transparency and visibility with each tap and swipe. So there's that visibility, guys. Review transactions. There you go. That's what it looks like. Hold to sign. So, I mean, wow, this, it's everything happens for a reason, guys. Something like the events of today, this situation here, it's going to make you think about things even harder and more critical and put things in perspective, because nothing's guaranteed. You can lose your funds. That's a scary thought. It's a very, very scary thought. I don't know, But maybe we're glad that this happened, because this is going to force some of you guys to audit your process, audit how you're holding your crypto. If you're just holding it on Coinbase, I would advise you to get it off there. Now going a step further, if you're using a hot wallet or now a cold storage wallet that does blind transactions, maybe reconsider your strategy. I am right now. I'll be honest. I'm a big Tangem guy, but if they're still doing blind transactions and the event like what's happening right now is taking place, that scares me, because now I'm being forced to basically be sidelined for the rest of today until this is publicly fixed, essentially. That's crazy. I don't like that. It's freaky. So chat, if you're with me right now, all 61 of you, comment. Let me know what wallets you guys recommend, what cold storage wallet you guys use, if you've ever had any situations where you've actually lost funds before. I'm very curious. For real, guys, appreciate you, all 62 of you now sitting with me on this live. Again, if you've had any bad experiences or you just want to comment what wallet you use, even if it's not a hardware wallet, let us know. We're here to know. We're all learning together. We're all trying to stay safe together. So this is Quentin. If you guys don't know who Quentin is, Quentin, okay, 226,000 followers, doing things with crypto, co-founder of We Rate, official host of Coin Compass HQ. This is what Quentin says, guys. Hijackers hijacked NPM, a tool used by millions of apps and wallets worldwide. They slipped in malicious code that can steal your crypto. So here's the thing. Obviously, if you don't understand how computers work, you know, things have to be written, codes have to be written, languages have to be written. You use a certain language to write a specific code, right? Pretty sure that's how it works. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the most technical person, but that's how computers work. Now, if you have a specific code that's used by millions of apps and wallets worldwide, then all of the millions of apps and wallets that use this are compromised. That's scary as hell. This is the largest chain hack in history, guys. This is like if Solana had a baby with Terra Luna and they birthed like the biggest hack, and they birthed like, imagine if FTX, Luna, they all just like kind of just, you know, got in bed together. Pause. Sorry, I'm not trying to get canceled right now. And then they had a baby and it was this, right? So why this matters, even hardware wallets, users need to double check every transaction before signing. So if you don't have a Ledger or an LPaul Titan 2.0, be careful. So again, quick recap, what to do. Pause all transfers unless you're absolutely sure they're safe and you know where they're being sent. Number 2, always use a hardware wallet and carefully confirm the address. Basically the same thing. So if you've never sent a transaction before and you're on stream right now watching with or listening with me and you're just like, I don't even know what this guy's talking about because I'm a fiat person, I'm just trying to learn crypto. So how it works with blockchain and with sending a cryptocurrency to another wallet, meaning you're either sending it to one of your wallets, right, from let's say Coinbase or MetaMask to maybe another exchange. Let's say you want to send some crypto from Coinbase to Kraken or something, or you want to send your crypto from Coinbase to your cold storage wallet, or maybe you want to move some money around in your cold storage wallet back to the exchange. You want to cash out or maybe do something with that. I don't know. But that's how it works. You have a string of letters and numbers that represents your wallet address. Now you send that to another wallet address. That's how the transactions work. If you've been in crypto and you're with me on the stream right now, I'm sorry for the 3rd grade level education. But sometimes, you know, there's newcomers who want to know what is going on. So here at the Coin Zone, Crypto with Paul, I will let you know what the heck is going on. Now, a quick update on the market since we last looked. Bitcoin actually went up a small percent. Things are still green. I don't know, guys. Maybe the bulls are just like, yeah, who cares? I mean, we're still doing good here, guys. It's not like the market's all red. The market was green as hell this morning, and I guess it still is. The bulls are like, bro, who cares about this guy, right? I guess no one cares. Altcoin Daily. Let me just show you guys my timeline right now in real time. This is my timeline. You guys ready for it? It's going to be all this. I promise you, it's going to be mostly this. Okay. First one. Am I wrong? Crypto Wendy-O. She got great transaction. Basically, don't make any transactions today, question mark. Then she follows it up saying the whole entire crypto industry is at a standstill. This is insane. I'm so shocked that we are still green. I really am, guys. That's wild to me. So let's just see what else is going. Breaking. Binance just stopped all withdrawals, including XRP. Why would you have to? Is this an XRP person? I mean, that's crazy. Binance stops withdrawals. Hey, that's me. Great. Let's see. Nope. Every blockchain except Cardano has been compromised. Thankfully, Cardano is safe because nobody's using it. You had me in the first half. That's not a tweet I'm going to like, right, guys? Okay. Crypto Russ, 8 minutes ago. Good account. I like Crypto Russ. So he says, NPM hack explained simply. So why don't we simply explain this further as we've been doing for the last 25 minutes? Let's look at what Crypto Russ has to say about this. A hacker slipped malicious code into an NPM package, a tool many sites use. As we've said, if a site updated and pulled in the bad code, the hacker could try to swap your real transaction, TX, with one that sends funds to them. Key points. Your wallet won't auto-drain. You'd still see the bad TX in your wallet and have to approve it. Only websites that recently updated to the hacked package are at risk. Most projects lock or pin safe versions, so the exposure is limited. Since you can't easily know which sites updated safely, it's safer to avoid using crypto websites until this is fixed. I'm surprised I haven't seen a post from exchanges saying to use caution. We just saw with Binance. What else? Well, what else, guys? Well, that seems to be maybe it. Lace. So this is a Cardano wallet. We recommend not making any on-chain transactions until further guidance has been provided. Yeah, well, I guess everybody's at risk here. A massive supply chain attack just hit the job screen. Vesper is not affected. Your wallets and funds remain 100% safe, but dApps you connect to could be compromised. Vesper is a hot wallet basically on Cardano. Crazy, guys. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy. So moral of the story is, obviously Ledger has been a little bit compromised in the past with, potentially giving seed phrases to the feds. That's crazy. So I decided to use a cold storage wallet without a seed phrase. I don't know if that scares people. Interesting to me. So many different ways to secure your cryptos. Don't leave it here, guys. Don't leave it on Coinbase. Send it elsewhere. Let's see if Coinbase made a statement. Sure they did. I mean, you would hope so, even though they're not the best with customer service and whatnot. So, oh my gosh. Okay. Let's just see. The most trusted crypto exchange. Okay. Sure. Well, let's not just poop on Coinbase. Let's just... Yeah, nothing from Coinbase. Nothing. Great. Is there anything from Kraken? Let's look at some of these exchanges. Kraken, I have heard, has amazing customer support. If you use Kraken, let me know. Looks like no post from Kraken either. Looks like exchanges are not really... That's crazy to me. I mean, if I was an exchange, I'd be like, hey guys, maybe use some caution. But they're not out here, I guess. The dApps are basically. Decentralized exchanges are out here doing this. Interesting, guys. Just keep your head in a swivel. Damn. More Solana. Lost. I'm not surprised. Yeah. This is crazy, guys. Just something to keep your head on. All right. We're still green somehow. Everything's still doing fine. Nobody's commented so they lost funds, so that's good. I hope you guys don't lose funds at all. Would hate to see that. But this is it, guys. Use protection today. All jokes aside, but all jokes not aside, because this is a meme. It's a good joke. We're out here. And if you guys made it this far and you're not subbed yet, that's crazy. Okay. And you're not following us, that's also crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this stream. I hope you're staying safe out there. I hope you're using hardware wallets and you are verifying all your transactions. This is something you don't have to worry about most days, but when you see breaking news like this, use all the caution in the world. Because if you've been accumulating, you're waiting for a bull run, and you lose your money before that, that could be, I would hate that for it to happen to you. So, don't do anything crazy today, guys. Maybe chill on the sidelines until this all gets resolved. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Like I said, just sub to the YouTube channel. Follow us here on X. I will see you soon, right? We got more videos coming out today. Brand new video posted today on YouTube. Check this out, guys. Speaking of scams, actually. Speaking of scams, Hawk Tuah. How about that? And Kanye. So, how Solana spawned millions of scam coins. Yup. Go watch this, guys. It's a great watch. All right. I put a lot of effort, time into these videos. We all do here at the Coin Zone. The team is excellent. All right. We made a great video for you. We're doing some fun stuff in the beginning there. So go check that out. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Once again, this is the Coin Zone. I'm Crypto with Paul. See you guys soon.